For today, I'm going to talk about making the arms on our hollow figure forms. As you can see, I have welded the torso and the head completely on, and I'm ready to start attaching arms. So I'm going to bend my clay into an arc, just like that, and I'm going to attach it basically right on the side here. Now you can see this is a pretty stiff arm, but you can bend the elbow and wrap the arm in certain ways. You don't have to worry about it being perfect, but kind of get your figure posed in a way that you're going to be happy with. And so I'm just placing it on right like that, and it's hollow all the way through. Then I will grab the other one, my other slab, and I bend that one into an arc, and I'm going on the side of my figure, and I'm placing that down, and you can see that I'm going to weld this over just like that. And then I can take this and put that somewhere else. So maybe this person is holding their arms. I could potentially make some negative space here. If I do that, the hollow form is going to have to be enclosed. So I'll show you both of those. I'll put this one here and this one like that. So I'm going to move this down here a little bit, and I'm going to take my wooden clay tool and I'm going to start the process of welding. I need to weld all my seams. I'm not worried about messing up the actual form. This is just giving me a base of an arm, and we will sculpt it. So I'm really digging in here and really welding both pieces together, and I'm doing the same up here on this arm. And what I'll do with this arm that's hollow, that is actually extending, is I'm going to pinch these two around like that and sort of get that to be pretty good. I might need a piece of clay to come in here to form an armpit, and I'm going to go ahead and do that just like that. I'll take my time carefully welding, and I'm rushing right now, but I want to carefully weld all the seams on both sides all the way around, including in there. I need to get inside here to get all of that done, and get all the way around here. And I'll have my basic hollow figure form finished. So right now, what I'm going to start doing after I've welded my arms on is I'm going to start cleaning up the form. I'm taking my sculpture tool and I'm smoothing and cutting things out, scraping off excess clay and fixing some of just the little snags of clay that sort of get clumped everywhere. And as I do that, I'm also going to start looking at the form and seeing where it needs to be reinforced. The neck is sort of a little wobbly right now, so I'll take little pieces of clay and put them in here to just give a little bit more support. Now this is called modeling. That's what this process is, where you take little pieces of clay and you add it to the sculpture and you weld with your fingers, or you could weld with a tool as you go. But as you can see, I'm sort of smoothing things out as I go. If I see that a part is sticking out, I might lop it off with the side of the tool and then use these little chunks to fill in gaps and things that aren't looking right. I'm using little pieces of clay, and I'm really, really careful at this point to fully weld each piece of clay on before I grab the next one. And I'm going to go around my entire figure form and just sort of clean all of this up. So I'm going to stop the video now, and I'll work on it for a little bit and then restart the video to show you sort of where I'm at in a few minutes. Okay, as you can see, just after a little bit of work, I've smoothed most of the seams out. I've started to address just things like the arm, making nice straight even bends, where the placements are, just trying to make sure that the form looks pretty even and consistent all the way around. It's not perfect, and we are going to actually start carving back into this to reshape things. One of the first areas that we're going to address is the head. We need to work on differentiating, having a chin line and the neck sort of coming out from the head. And so these are anatomy issues that we're going to talk about in my next videos. But as you just sort of see where I'm at right now, I'm pretty good. I'm going to make sure that this whole figure gets put on my base and on a plastic bag. Remember what I told you guys earlier was that it's really important that the figure be on a bag, and then as you spray it, to keep it moist, you then wrap the bag up and around the figure. And when you spray it, the bag will sort of stick to the clay. And I'm really making sure that there's no air gaps at all as I wrap all of this around. And then I'm going to take this and fold this bag in to the inside of it and lay this back down on top of my bat. And then that's going to be wrapped up and really nice for the weekend so it doesn't dry out. We need to keep this as moist as we can so that next week we have room to work with it.